3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Aku. Welcome back to the Public Diary. We're here with another episode. We're already on our 11th episode. God, imagine that. Couldn't be me. Oh, it's me. I'm so happy to be doing this in about 2 months. I feel like I've not only gotten to know my guests, but also you guys as viewers and what you enjoy particularly viewing just because of the amount of engagement you guys give. It means a lot. I feel a lot closer to you guys. So today's guest is someone who is making moves and redefining the creative landscape in Seoul, Korea. And trust me when I say that this is our first time meeting. This uprising entrepreneur and photographer comes all the way from France and has the coolest aura. And she is only 20 years old. I want you guys to make note of that because you probably won't believe that by the end of this episode. Take it all in and welcome the one and only Zoe.
Hello.
Also, fun fact, we're recording this for the second time.
Yeah.
That has to be said.
Yeah.
Just because we forgot to click record for the first time, but it's okay.
We got you.
How are you feeling?
I'm good. Feeling like recording the second episode. Let's go.
Like the part 2, right?
Exactly.
The part 2. So, we were talking about you being 20 and doing so many things. Most people would only be interning in offices. But over here, you have lived so many lives.
Right.
You were a flight attendant.
Yeah, right.
How did that go? Tell them a bit.
So, I graduated at 18. I did my high school diploma, and then right after, I did my flight attendant diploma. That took me 2 months. Right after I found my first company, I was so lucky I could work like in the airline. I was so happy at this time because it was like my dream job. Well, I thought it was my dream job. And now I found my way to Korea as a photographer, freelancing here, mostly doing contract with clients or even sometimes brands, and planning on staying in Korea, hopefully.
Hopefully.
We
need you here. There's that energy, Zoe energy.
Okay. Oh.
And, we talked about this. My rage is coming out right now. But you said that you kind of moved to Korea on a whim. Like you didn't think too much about it. You just moved here.
Exactly. So when you're a flight attendant, you do have the staff travel. So it means that you only pay the airport taxes, which is the best advantage you can have when you work for an airline. So to give an example of the price you can pay, so maybe it would help people becoming a flight attendant. A flight from Paris to Seoul is 80 euros with the staff travel. So it's roughly in Korean won 120,000 won. Crazy for a 12, 14 hours flight. Crazy.
It's 12, 14 hours?
From France, yeah. Because, with Russia, we have to go out of Russia. So it takes way more time than before. So Korea and Japan as well are like such a popular destination currently in France. Like that's the trend. If you don't go to Korea, you're boring.
You're what?
You're boring a little bit.
Oh.
I'm kidding. But that's like the most popular destination nowadays. And I've been there. I was like, oh my God, I love this place. I want to stay in this place. And then I've been to other countries. I've been to the US, England, like a little bit, Belgium as well, like a little bit everywhere.
You travel.
I do. And I was like, I don't enjoy traveling in these countries as much as I did with Korea.
Yeah.
I've been back to Korea, and then I've done like a tour around Asia, but I was still like, oh my God, I miss Korea.
Wow.
And I ended up back here again.
The Koreans just...
That's crazy.
We'll follow Zoe.
Exactly. It's crazy. Oh, you come one day in Korea and you never leave the country.
Yeah, there's something about this place that keeps on bringing you back, right?
And it's like, I talk about this with a lot of people, like, what do you feel about coming back to your country after a trip in Korea? And they're like, I can't. And like, all the people, you know, I met some girls here, and we never met in France. We met 3 times on 3 different trips in Korea, and we live like maybe 2 hours away from each other. We never met in France, only in Korea.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. So right now you are an entrepreneur with your own business here in Korea.
Right.
You're a photographer. You're only 20 and financially independent. Like,
Exactly.
how did you get that to happen?
So I think it's all started by I used to always hustle and save my money. I was always working. Like when I could get a work or get something, I was doing it, even, you know, to get some funds. And then I was traveling a lot, networking with people. And by networking with people, I could develop my own businesses. And like, you know, we are like entrepreneur in the family, actually. My big sister is also
An entrepreneur?
a big entrepreneur.
That's so good.
And I hope my little sister will be the same, actually.
She's only 10. Give her
Yeah.
a break, man.
She didn't even reach like middle school.
I hope she's an entrepreneur. If not, we'll have to see.
And so then by networking and getting new people, friends, I could get some more clients, getting more contract. And so basically getting my own money like a girl boss and living a little bit everywhere. Like if I want to move 1 month to Vietnam, I can do it and trying to get some contract there. And that's good. We're happy.
It runs in the family then.
Yeah. And like for me it's like such a good things to be at a young age and being able to afford yourself.
My mom would be proud of you.
It's
serious.
hard. It's hard to afford yourself, especially when you're abroad. You always want to buy everything. You always want to spend your money, but when you earn your own money, I feel like it's different. Like you gotta save your money. You know, you're not gonna spend. But when it's your parents' money, I feel like it's a little bit different. You're spending.
I mean, what else? What do you think is the hardest part about being a foreign entrepreneur in Korea?
Ooh.
Is there language barriers,
like
culture barriers?
That's the first thing I was about to
Language.
say. Language barrier. It's so hard here because if I want to work with Korean, English is just not possible. Like, unless I work with Gyopo, so the Korean American, yeah, maybe it works. But like most of the times working with Korean, that's why most of my models here are foreigner. They're not Korean. I wish I could work more with Korean, but it's hard. Cultural differences, we don't have the same way to work, I think, and they work way more time than I would. Like, I put myself limit. If I did work like 8 hours, bro, I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
If it's like 10, I'm going to sleep. I'm not working until midnight or 2 a.m. And I know the Korean culture for working at least is crazy.
They love overtime.
Oh my God, they
They
love.
don't love it, but like, it's a thing.
It's a thing here. I can't.
But France working culture is different, right?
When it's clocking like 5, we out. We're not
Don't
staying.
call me. Don't text me.
Don't text me. It's the weekend. Don't call me. Don't text me. I'm not gonna answer.
That's so.
I can't do it here.
You have to be like on
You
it.
have to be all the time online.
Okay.
That's something that I don't really like about the culture. But I know it's like you live in a foreign country. You have to adapt.
Adapt.
Exactly. So yeah, it's not easy.
Speaking of, you know, how, like, what sorts of people you work with, how we essentially met was through a mutual. May, the beautiful girl, she posted a picture. I was like, oh my God, how the hell did she, like, get it to look so good? What's happening? Clicked, it was her. So, yeah, just kind of shot a DM. And on that note, how we networked was essentially through social media. Right. Like I mentioned, LinkedIn is out, Instagram in, Threads in.
LinkedIn doesn't work. I don't know who lied to you, but it doesn't work.
And you also said that a huge part of your networking, or like the way of like you share your creative pieces, is through your portfolios.
Yeah.
So you might want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. So I think that now the social media are like the things where you need to be, where you need to showcase your work and what you're doing. To give an example on how I used to get clients, like regularly like a few in a month, when I'm working with models, I always have someone with me, either to manage the light or the backstage or whatever. And I ask for like video of backstage. And then, I use CapCut and stuff. I do a mix of video. And then I post on TikTok. TikTok, I love you. One video I did got 40K views, and like I got 10 people DMing me for a photo shoot. Yeah. And I signed 6 people and I shoot them.
And that's how you
and
capitalize.
Exactly. And with this other client, I do more backstage, more and more and more clients. So this is like working so well. And then something else is networking, like in real life with people. It's not always the best way to network, but I would say that a lot of people that I met were in clubs. And you can actually meet a lot of creative people there.
I'm yet to meet some.
Yeah, like also network with the DJ. The DJ, they're not like, they know people that they want to producer, they want pictures or like a film or something. And you can just get to know so many people. And also just showcase your work. You show your Instagram, like, okay, look, that's what I'm doing.
Do you do videography as well? A little bit?
I tried, but it's not my thing. I really try. It's so hard. Like, that's a really, really different job. I thought it would be related because when I started learning by myself photography, I saw that a lot of people were doing photography and video. Yeah. But it's so hard. It's not the same technique. It's not the same editing. Like, there's some things like color grading that are similar, but oh my God.
I lose my brain over color grading. Because I, like, edit these videos as well. And down to every little detail I do it by myself. So, it does feel like a full-time job sometimes.
It is. Like, editing actually is a full-time job for some people. They only do editing. It's crazy. It's like, for me, I cannot do photography and do filmmaking on the side. It's too much.
We were on the topic of Gen Z culture being this, social media being a way of networking constantly. Do you think, would you suggest like young viewers who want to get into creative industries to kind of use that as a professional outlet?
Yeah.
To like maybe take advantage of being on social media as like a professional place to like express yourself personally, but as well as professionally.
Yeah. So I would say that the social media, you can first showcase who you are, your own personality, and exactly what you want to show to people. You can show what you want and not what you don't want. And also because, how can I explain that? I'm thinking you can meet everyone with the social media, and it can bring you to the top if you're smart enough to knowing how to use. And also with social media, you can just learn from other people and learn everything you want by yourself. That's what I did personally. I've used to learn photography like on YouTube. Is it a social media?
YouTube?
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
ish. Kind of?
Kind of. That's a good question.
For me, nowadays, I classify YouTube with, like, Netflix.
Okay, yeah. I get it. Well, you can interact with people there. Huh.
I don't.
Okay, I don't too.
Like, people will be commenting. I don't understand how people have so much time to comment so much. Like,
right.
But please comment.
But that's a good way to educate yourself.
That is.
Really.
And you mentioned that you kind of learned photography. You self-taught yourself.
Yeah, I did. So having like a degree is important in a lot of jobs, but when it comes to the creative industry and like almost every creative field, I would say, you don't actually need a degree. It's good for the resume, but in practical, you don't need it. So I used to just teach myself through YouTubes. And I also bought some courses when I had like big client being like, okay, I need a studio, I need a wedding, I need this. And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I was like buying some courses. They were really helpful. I had like real teacher, I could learn a lot of things. But I would say that 80%, 70% of the work is from YouTube. That's a good way to learn because you have like a lot of different photographers explaining you different techniques, and you can just adapt to how you want it to look.
Yeah.
And also, I would say talking with other photographers or people in the creative fields helped me so much, like following other photographers in studio or just learning from new photographers as well. Like the best way to learn.
Something you said earlier was like, you can learn from people who don't necessarily have experiences as well.
Right. Because like in these fields, especially that's quite a man world. A lot. And they're like, you know, they have 10, 15, 20 years of experience and you just started photography, you're so happy. And they're like, oh, you know, I'm here since 15 years, so, you know, what you're doing, you're just like beginner. And it doesn't give you like ambition. You're just like, okay, so the work I'm doing is just bad. And it doesn't help you. And you, what I was saying is that you don't need to have 15 years of experience to actually give like advice to people. Sometimes you can learn from people who just started like 1 year ago, and they will give you like the best advice because they understood how it works, how the camera works, how the business works also. Because some people, you know, it's like, how I was saying before is that here in Korea, the trends, they change all the time.
Yeah.
Compared to other countries, at least France doesn't change all the time. In Korea, trends are going so fast.
Everyone is like bandwagon hoppers, you know? Like every new thing, they want it.
Yeah. There is something new every weekend. I can't.
Like 5 people in the subway will be wearing the same, just one compartment, 5 people will be wearing the same thing.
For sure. And so it also applies for the creative industry. When there is a new trend, the photographers or the stylists or whatever, they will follow this. And so it pushes you to always be creative, always push yourself to go out of your comfort zone and try new things and never stay where you are currently. Yeah, and that's something I really like about the creative industry here. And something that I wanted to say before is that sometimes people who are 15 years of experience in like photography, for example, they don't go out of their comfort zone because they know that it's work. They only do, you know, the graduation pictures, for example, so they only stay in that because it works. It does. But like for me, I'm like not the kind of person who want to open a studio and do the same time, the same things every day. I want to change. I want to explore new things. I don't want to stay on the same like type of pictures, like family pictures or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of creative work, so where does your sort of creative inspiration come from? Who did you look up to?
So when I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Japanese and movies from Hong Kong. And there's like a cinematographer that I love the most is Wong Kar-wai. I love you so much, especially for his film Fallen Angel and Chungking Express, which are my best like inspiration today's. And it's all about the colors, and you can see on my work that I use a lot of blue colors or yellow, red colors. Like when I'm editing the pictures, I put it on the 100. I want them to be flashy. I love that. And it comes from this kind of movie where the colors just pops. And also my other inspirations are photographers around Asia who shoot at night on the rainy days. And they also shoot on the blue hour, something really popular where you have like the sky with blue. It's around, depends on the time of the year, it's like 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. or at 5 a.m. You know, the sky is blue. Like a really dark blue, a little bit.
In the night.
Yeah, or early morning. And that's the best time to shoot, like the blue hour.
Yeah,
and it's just like, what, 20 or 30 minutes?
Yes.
It's so fast. And you get the best colors. on my style of picture.
You did mention that you like a lot of neon elements.
Yeah,
in your
exactly.
pictures.
And that's why I love being in Korea. So when I was like following this inspiration, I was like, okay, they're all in like Thailand, they are in Japan, in Seoul. And when I had my first trip to Seoul, I had my camera, I was walking around Gangnam, and I was like, oh my God, there's neon everywhere. I'm so happy. And it was rainy. I was taking so many pictures, and I was making them blue with editing in blue, like whole blue.
Oh.
I was like, okay, that's what I want. That's my style. I love it. So then I just traveled a little bit everywhere around Asia and took so many pictures. Like I know on my first trip of Korea, I had maybe like 2,000 pictures, something like that. It was crazy. And
That's how you know you were meant to come back to this place.
yeah. And my favorite cities to shoot was Hong Kong because it reminded me of the Wong Kar-wai movie, of the neons everywhere, and especially you can recognize off the streets. And then I did street photography quite a lot for a long time, and I sent my pictures to magazine, and I got published a few times. I got money from that too.
Ooh.
I got posted on big, and also like I have interview on some magazine. Magazine are at my house, and I'm so happy to have my interview inside. That's so nice, and I'm so happy about that. It's like an achievement for me because when you do street photography, it's not the most popular things where you can get money. Like you actually don't really get money from doing street photography.
Right.
It's more or less people who like photography. And when I got this opportunity, I was like, it's a fucking achievement to me. Like,
I am proud
God,
of you.
thanks, yeah. And yeah, what actually works in the business is like fashion or, you know, family graduation, studio. Yeah, so now then I moved to Korea and I was taking so many pictures. And actually, I feel so happy when I'm outside with my camera shooting street photo. I felt like...
Did you bring your camera today? No.
No, I don't have. But the camera we are filming with, I have exactly the same with the same lens. So it remind me of my camera.
And it's shit expensive.
It's so expensive. Like the whole setup here is like 3K.
Pretty expensive?
3K, I think.
Oh, that's an expert. I wouldn't be able to tell. I'm like, why am I charged so much?
Right.
You know, we talked about age being a prominent barrier. You pulled up the gender.
Yeah.
I also want to talk about age because if I'm being honest, like creativity is such a... It's a progress and it's a reflection of one's character.
Right.
So I don't really think you can put an age to creative works.
Right. But still people do it.
But still people do it. Have you encountered situations like that?
Kind of. People like when you... usually when you shoot with someone, they will not really ask your age, but sometimes they do. And they're like, because they see you're young and stuff. And when you're facing a client who is like 40, 50 years old and then asking you your age and they're like, oh, you're really young. Are you sure of what you're doing? And you're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. And what I always like to say when they refuse to work with me because I'm too young, I'm like, okay, maybe they will see me again in 2, 3, 4 years when I would reach the top and be good in my career, you know? And I hope they will be like sad to not work with me while I'm still on this level.
Yeah. I would think that people who are genuinely for the creative work don't really care about ages.
Yeah.
Look at the work and judge it and
Yeah.
be able to give like feedback or like support.
Because for me, I'm the person behind the camera. You don't even need to see me. If you see my work, you like my work, you can get the same things. That's not a problem. You will, if you book me for my creativity and my style,
That's it.
that's it. Don't look the people behind the camera, the filming team, the people. They are here to work. And the age doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The experience also, I would say the experience doesn't matter, but also depends on the type of work.
Yeah.
If you start like a wedding and you have no experience, it can be tricky, but depends on the case as well.
Because it's quite technical, right?
It's really technical. Wedding is technical and you cannot fail. If you fail, you fucked up.
So now you do street photography and what other kinds?
Studio, so mostly fashion and editorial. And I'm moving soon to wedding because that's a good industry. No, that's a good industry for the business only.
Okay.
Not for my creativity, for the business.
Damn.
So my creativity is gonna stay on streets, fashion, editorial, and on the side for business, mostly wedding.
Where, here or in France?
Both.
Because here the style is very different. Like, I don't know, the wedding has a particular style.
I'm actually planning on something a little bit different. Okay. So it's called like the luxury wedding / destination wedding. It's for a couple who wants to have a wedding outside of their hometown. So let's say you're a couple coming from Shanghai and you want to shoot in Paris. It's really popular. Like, for example, I'm trying to
that's
target
big budget shit.
Yes. Like, if I'm telling you the prices, girl, you would change your career. Like, some wedding photographer who do luxury and they are like targeting the US market. It's on the top. The photographer is on the top because it's different on the culture. And they can pay, I heard, like I was listening to this guy podcast and he was saying, okay, when I sign in a client, it's like 40, 50K for the wedding.
Maybe I should just be her assistant. You think?
So what I'm looking for is basically targeting the Chinese market to have shooting in Paris. Paris is popular.
Oh, your shit.
Paris is popular among Chinese people, right?
And Chinese people have the most money, by the way.
Oh, yes, they have. Oh, yes.
Like Dubai, partly run by Chinese
Oh, my God.
people.
Just go on a trip to China, you will see. So, like that's my next destination for business.
Business-wise.
Yeah, business-wise.
It's really cool.
I will always stay also on the creative side, but, you know, it's not going to pay my bills.
Yeah.
I need to go on the more business side and
to boost the creative.
Yeah, like I'm going on a niche basically, and I'm staying on this niche until I need to move on somewhere else.
My mom is gonna text me and be like, "Look at that girl, look at her."
She's watching your podcast.
Every time I post, she's like the first person to watch.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Yeah, I guess.
We love mom supporting.
She's also very like. She gives good critical advice as well. Just sometimes I'm like,
stop.
It's creative. You talked about your inspiration already, but can you tell them a bit about your favorite shoot?
Yeah, my favorite shoot. Okay, so my favorite shoot is on my favorite studio here in Korea. So it was actually the first studio that I tried. I forgot to say it before. But it was the first studio that I booked in my entire career in Korea. So it's called the Goldfinch Studio. It's like a Hong Kong theme studio. And it's based on a movie of Wong Kar-wai, actually my favorite movie, Chun-Chin Express. So you have all of the elements of the movie on this studio. And I've been there a few times. I booked a few clients there because they love the mood.
It's in Korea?
Yeah, it's on the line 2 actually of the, you know.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, it's in Center Seoul. And it was like my favorite, like every time I go to the studio, I'm just in love. I just love what I'm doing and I feel so happy because people book me for especially this studio and for the style of the studio. And also the owner are so sweet. Every time I'm going there, they are so nice with me. And my last day in Korea, last time when I was going back to France, they gave me like Korean food and stuff. It's so sweet. I love them.
So
I'm going
sweet.
back soon.
And she dropped a little like, shout out. That's so cute. Are they close with you?
Like, like business owner, but relationship, I would say. I don't know, but we just like talk a few times and they're like just so sweet. Cause booking here is not really convenient. So I was like, they were waiting for me and they were coming back to pick up the things and stuff. It was so nice.
How are you adjusting in Korea so far? Like, you like it? Cause you were here since last year?
Yeah, I'm adapting myself, let's say. Like whenever I'm going to a country or a new place, I'm just adapting myself to like the culture of the country, how it is, the food, everything. And actually, it's quite convenient in Korea. Everything is so convenient in Korea. You wanna take the subway, it's always on time.
Yeah.
I prefer living here than my home country. So, yeah, I love the culture here because you can walk on the street and no one cares about you. I love it.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, people here, like Korean, they don't care about what's going on around them.
What do you mean? What happens in France?
Oh, people judge.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
What do they say?
Like, they judge you when people are not nice in France. No one is nice. Oh, no, everyone is nice here. No, it's fine.
How could that be possible? You're from France, though.
I know. If my friends see this, they know. They know what I'm talking about.
Why? What happens? I'm curious. They just drop comments or something?
Like, French people are quite aggressive, actually.
Oh, shit.
Like, especially in Paris, they have, like, a really bad reputation among French people. People from the south of France, like Marseille, Nice, and stuff. They are really chill. They are really nice. They live next to the sea. They are chill. But Paris, people are insulting you. People are, like, pushing you and stuff sometimes when you're in the subway. Like, I was shooting last time at the Fashion Week. Outside the Fashion Week.
Where?
In Paris. For January Fashion Week, I was in France.
Wow.
I was in Paris. So I was shooting outside. And I was at the Chanel show, like, trying to catch some celebrities because it's good for the portfolio. And there were, like, the journalist and the reporter that works for Pic magazine. And they were, like, pushing everybody, like, pushing you, like, I can say yes.
Of course you can. I've been saying shit.
I was like, fucking photographer, go away, go back, fucking beginner and stuff. They were like swearing, and they're always like that, and it's so annoying. And when I've been there to the Fashion Week in Korea, people are so encouraging. They're like waiting for you to finish and stuff. In France, hell no. No, never.
Right.
Sorry if you like France.
Listen, okay, yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah, it's not the same culture. Actually, they don't care.
So, wait, one of my favorite pictures is the one that you did for Fashion Week, actually.
Oh.
I don't know, I love the way you, I can still picture it.
You want to know something?
What?
So, I was not prepared for the Fashion Week. My friend called me in the morning. She was like, oh, there's the Fashion Week. Do you want to go? I was like, okay.
Literally every Fashion Week.
I was like, okay, why not? Why not? I took my camera. I had a shitty lens. It was not the lens that you have here. It was like a lens that cost like 100. It's something really not good for photography. Okay. Not at all.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, let's go. When I reached the Fashion Week, I was trying to take picture of people, and the people were taking me in pictures.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like, every 5 seconds, I had to be on the wall and pose for people because they thought I was a model. I was just a photographer.
She is a model.
So yeah, but I did some pictures. Like, I tried some pictures, honestly, because it was like hard. A lot of photographers at the Fashion Week. I don't know if you've ever been there. You see how many photographers are here?
I know.
That's crazy.
I love the Fashion Week culture here because in Dubai, it's like you just go for the show.
Yeah.
And then
it's crazy in Seoul. Everyone is in the Dongdaemun Design Plaza, and there is like...
You can just come, pose, leave.
Exactly. And you will get your pictures.
Yeah. But that was... Like, I just like the vibe of it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there was like my favorite picture is like a group of people posing, and it's actually an agency of models.
So the first picture that you put on the carousel, right?
Yeah.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's so well done.
Yeah, it's like just an agency. They made all the model posing, and I just shot my shot. I was like, let's go. I'm going. I just took one picture and I left.
I think you're the first photographer. No, actually. But I think you're one of the first photographers who got photographed as well.
Yeah, I remember I had like quite good outfits, and they just took me in picture everywhere.
I mean, look at you.
Actually, it's not my clothes. Thanks, my roommates.
She's lived lives.
Yeah.
Any dream collaborations with brands?
Yeah.
Adder.
Oh my god.
What about it do you like? Like the fashion or like the way they...
Tug Club also.
What?
You know the brand Tug Club? Tug Club. It's a Korean brand. It's quite popular here though. It's really expensive too.
Probably why I don't see.
Like the shop is in Annam-dong. It's like, oh, I love it. But I love the clothes, like the vibe of the clothes of Adder. Like I love the blazer. I love like how it fits on you and stuff. I would love to shoot them. Oh my god, I love the... Please. I really like it.
Her.
Shout out. Yeah. That would be my dream collaboration in Korea because I got many ideas. Like if one day they contact me, I swear, I'm having mood boards ready for them.
On Pinterest.
The day after, I'm on the set. I'm ready.
Wow.
And yeah, like that would be my dream collaboration here. For celebrities, I'm not sure because I feel like it's hard to shoot celebrities. I've never actually had to deal with, but from what I heard from other photographers, sometimes it's like hard to deal with celebrities.
I'm sure. Yeah. And they're from here.
Yeah.
But you did say that most of your models were like foreigners.
Yeah. So the thing is that because language barrier, it's hard to work with Korean models most of the times. And I feel like all the agency here, they are mostly focused on foreigner. Like there is a lot of foreigner coming here and having contract of 3-6 months and staying in Korea. So most of my friends also are models, so I'm taking them with me. I'm like, you want to shoot? Okay, let's go. But they are all foreigner.
So you plan out the entire like start to finish, as in like the concepts.
Yeah, like the art direction, I do it.
Okay.
I know it's like a whole job.
Yeah.
Art direction, but I don't ask anyone to do it. I'm like the girls when I'm having free times, I'm making mood boards with different mood, and when I'm shooting someone, I'm like, okay, this person would fit well. And when I'm look at the model and like if someone is coming to a shoot for me and they don't have any idea of what they want, I'm like, okay, I see you like shirtless, I see you like... That's an example, but...
I see you shirtless. It's crazy. What?
Like, no, but like one day I had a shoot with like an American military here. And my friend, we were like talking about the studio we would rent for this shoot. And she was like, oh, maybe it would be good, like shirtless, like on the black top. And like she was black pants, and like imagining like all the scenes and stuff. And I was like, okay, that's a great idea. I like it.
I don't know what's going on in your head, but okay.
But okay, let's go. Actually, we ended up not doing the shoot with him, but
anyone who wants to. Anyone who wants to.
Yeah, if anyone wants a shot. And like, so basically, what I was saying before, oh my God, I forgot.
It's okay.
Yeah, I do the whole art direction. And someone, like, for example, when I'm having a client, I ask them if they have any idea, if they want something in particularly, I'm good, we do it. Like I was saying before, I have a client in March, and he wants like a futuristic mood, like in a white studio, all white clothes, probably makeup white too, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like futuristic.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's... Stay tuned for that. But like, yeah, if they have an idea, then that's perfect. I'm working on that. I'm making a mood board. If they like it, I give the contract. We are good.
How do you usually go about your art direction? What inspires you, or like what makes you want to do that sort of shoots? Just daily life, or
yeah, like my inspiration from like how I find my art direction. So let's say that when I'm getting new ideas, Instagram is my best friends with Pinterest. Actually, I'm finding a lot of... Sometimes just one picture can give me a lot of ideas for posing or like background or lighting also. Because as I was saying, light is key. If you don't know how to manage your light, you fucked up. Right?
Yeah.
And like, so sometimes I see like a kind of lightning and I'm like, I want this for the shoot. And I'm finding another pictures, it's a studio, I'm like, I want this kind of studio. And I'm mixing everything and I'm making my mood board from that, literally from scratch. And it's working pretty well.
That's cool.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, you're like every artist, you don't have any ideas, but yeah,
Mood boards. Okay. I've never tried making one.
it's so nice. It gives you so much creativity. Really. Like, even if you want to, like, there's a popular shoot, like something that I used to do for a few clients who wanted shoot outside at night. I was bringing them in a specific place in Seoul where you are like kind of up and you have like a kind of bridge. So I used to put them on a bridge and you have a view on all the building at night where people work. And I was like using a small red light. I was putting the lights like this on their face and I was shooting. And the background, I was making it blue. And it worked so well. I was really happy about the pictures. I did a few clients like that.
Sometimes do you come up with ideas on the spot?
Yeah, always. That's good.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you would like look good like that. Do this, and yeah.
What do you think is random question? But what do you think is one photography skill or a photographer's skill that can be applied to any other area in life? Like a random skill that you used.
Oh.
In another like situation that is completely unrelated to photography.
Skills? That's a good question.
Right?
If you're like patient enough, argue with people.
Argue?
Patient. Having like...
patient enough.
Yeah, patient enough.
To what? Like...
with dealing with people.
That is true. The patience right now.
Because you can have like clients, they will ghost you all the time. They will say your rates, it's too much. They will not come. There is always, you need to be patient. Especially that working as a photographer, you spend 10% of the time behind the camera. The rest of the time is editing and managing the business, responding emails, cold email, or, you know, trying to find new clients and stuff. You don't really spend much times behind the camera. It's all about like being patient on the business side. Wow. And it's not sometimes not easy.
What's your MBTI?
ENFJ?
J?
GG.
ENFJ?
Yeah, ENFJ.
Oh, okay.
Is that a good one?
Yeah.
I know it's like the, how is it called?
I'm the same.
Protagonist or something like that.
I'm the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But sometimes it's P.
I don't have no idea about that.
But Koreans ask it.
Okay, I need to find out then. But yeah, is MBTI really
it's
accurate?
A thing here. It's a thing.
Oh yeah,
here.
I know. Is it really accurate?
No. No, definitely not. There's so many layers to people.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
you could be this one day, you could be another thing another
yeah,
day.
because sometimes, you know, when you... my friends are working and stuff, and sometimes when they find work, they're asking for their MBTI on a job interview. Yeah.
See, that's what I mean by it's a thing.
That's why I don't understand why they're crazy about that. And even when you go on the street in Seoul, you have like things where you can pay and then give you like your MBTI of the month. I'm like, okay, why not? I mean, it's like the zodiac sign.
Oh, I'm very much into that.
The zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm Aquarius.
Okay, I'm Pisces.
I know. I clock that.
Yeah, I love Aquarius. They're the best.
Aquarius.
Yeah, they're the best actually. They're so chill.
I've rarely met Pisces people actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But when I do, they're really nice.
Okay, that's good to hear. I love Aquarius. Actually, I have a lot of friends Aquarius. I think we just match so well.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the creative energy, maybe one.
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe because we cry a lot.
Cry a lot? Me? No. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Not like I'm on constant mental breakdowns. No. Life is hard, guys. You know what? I wanted to talk about one more thing. You mentioned that you were a hustler, right? I don't know why, but I feel this constant, like, life is too short.
Yeah.
So I want to maximize the most out of every age that I turn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So like I'm constantly hustling and finding new opportunities to work, but I'm on a young age right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just like enjoying my time while working on the creative side, and I'm like planning on settling, opening a studio, having much more projects. But like I'm young, and I know some people wouldn't start before 25, 24 after like studying, for example. So I got time. But I'm like always constantly hustling. So like if I get an opportunity, I will not refuse. I will always go for the opportunity, even if it's bad at the end. I don't mind experience. Yeah, and I'm having actually a few projects soon.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, tell them.
So opening, posting my work in a gallery in Sao.
Amazing.
Working on that currently, trying to find gallery. If you know one, please tell me.
You're looking for a gallery.
Yeah, I'm looking for. It's hard to find. I mean, I contacted some of them, but it's not really easy. And
Okay.
maybe I found one, but not too sure with them.
Why?
I don't know. They are like kind of cold. They're not like super
Excited.
Yeah, they're not super excited. So I'm not sure that's the best for them.
Oh.
And so this, and I wanted to publish like magazine.
Okay.
This is like would be really good things to do every 2-3 months for 1 month, like showcasing different photographers or other people in creative field, either in France or so. And yeah, with like pages with interviews, showing pictures of the work, contact information. That's like kind of networking too, I guess. And yeah, having some project, hopefully working with some brands, and I'm doing a lot of emailing recently.
Mailing?
Emailing.
Emailing. What are
Like
you emailing?
like brands and
I
like
know, you have
designer studio, also photography studio. Some photographer, they answered me for like collaborate together. I do have like a photographer in Busan that I really like. He answered me, was like, okay, let's go, why not collaborate? So maybe
How
I'm
do
going.
photographers collaborate?
So good question. Depends. Sometimes I did one day. I had friends in photography. We actually met at the fashion week, and he wanted to collaborate with me on a shoot. So we booked a studio, and we both did like pictures.
Okay.
I did like 1 hour. He did 1 hour, and we also mixed. And the pictures ended up being completely different because you both had your own style. I did have my own style, and he also did with his own style, and it's completely different, and it's so nice to see. And also you can collaborate on a different way. For example, someone is doing like digital photography, and some people will do film photography, which is a completely different technique, because the film you have to develop them on a lab.
Okay.
And the digital is here. You don't need to, you just take out the SD card. So that's different type. And the pictures are really different too.
I always found film photography cool.
Oh, that's so cool. I wish that could be even more popular and we could only do this. Because that's a real photography. You develop your own pictures and stuff. But that's easy, having a digital camera.
Yeah.
That's much more cheaper too.
That's so exciting though. You have so many things going on.
But if you want to start like film photography, just get like as we call the point and shoot camera. Just load like a film roll. Just start photography that way.
Were you always into photography? Do you what other hobbies do you have?
Oh, other hobbies. Okay, I love video games, like playing video games. Yeah,
okay.
so I'm happy in Korea with the PC Bank.
She's occupied.
Yeah, I'm this kind of girl.
What games do you play?
Like FPS for people who knows, like Rainbow Six Siege, this kind of games, like or League of Legends. Sometimes I feel like the girls who don't get out of the room, you know when we
on.
yeah, because I'm playing too much. No, I'm not like that, but yeah, that's what people think.
That's cool. I wouldn't guess you were into.
Oh yeah.
The more you
Since actually my 9 or 10 years old, I'm playing a lot. I used to play a lot before. Now I don't really have the time anymore, but I used to play so much, especially during school.
Were you a good student?
No. That's why I quit.
Listen, I was more like a extracurricular kid.
Oh, me too.
Always acting, dancing,
Yeah,
talking, leading.
Yeah. But like school, if you find me at school, good luck. Or I'm sleeping.
I'm anywhere but in class.
But I got my diploma. It's just like school was not that hard, but I just couldn't. ADD girl, we cannot sit for 3 hours on a chair.
We're there, but we're not there.
Exactly. Like you talk to me, but my brain is in March. Like I'm somewhere. I'm not here. Yeah.
Okay. I wanted you to help everyone pronounce your studio's name.
Right.
Oh,
So, in French, Studio Agentique. And if I say it in an English way, American way, Agentic Studio. But I prefer...
The way your face changed.
But I prefer Studio Agentique because I'm French. And it comes from film studio, but in French we say Argentique for film. So I just did like a mix-up, and it ended up being Agentic Studio. I'm really proud of my name.
Film studio. It's timeless, the name.
Kind of. It's not like too deep. It's kind of easy, to remember. We love businesses, girl, here.
We are businesses.
Yeah.
I am a business major, by the way.
Okay, makes sense.
Business marketing, though, because similar to you, when I first came to Korea in 2018, though I enjoy like looking at advertisements, marketing, and the visual aspect, but I also like the producing aspect.
Yeah.
So for me personally, coming here was like because of that, the way they market little things.
Yeah, they are really good for this here.
Designs. Yeah.
They are so good at it.
And that was what attracted me, and that was my major. So
That's
why
crazy.
I'm here, but I'm not going to be here for long.
Oh.
This is my last year.
Yeah. Graduating.
I'm happy to. Next year I'll be in DC. That's my final year, and then I'm graduating that year.
Oh, okay. Since when are you studying?
2022. So it's like
Oh
a
my
4-year
God.
degree.
When I got my high school diploma. How old are you?
We're the same age.
What do you mean?
How old did you think I am?
Well, if you're studying since 2022
In uni, yeah.
in uni, so you're like what, 20, 22, 23?
21.
You're 21?
I just turned 21 on the first day
Oh
of
yeah,
this
yeah,
month.
right. You told me.
Yeah.
So wait, how is it possible to be in uni that early? Are you not starting the uni at 18?
Yeah, 18.
Oh.
So I graduated in 2022.
Oh
I
yeah,
started
I'm just like so late with times. I feel like I'm still stuck with the people of my age being on the second year of their uni, but no.
No. Yeah.
No, my time is not moving at the same time as people, I think.
It's okay. We're just beginning 30.
Yeah, right.
We're just beginning 30.
Right.
How are your friends back home seeing you? Like,
Proud.
right?
Whenever I'm back in France, I'm like texting my friends and they're like so proud. Like we have like, the night conversation where it lasts for 1 hour and we're talking about everything. And they're like, oh my God, I'm so proud of where you are today. I can tell that you are happy, happier than before. And that's so nice to hear. And also my friends are like, studying a little bit everywhere in the world because, it's quite popular in France to
study abroad.
Exactly. And so I'm also proud of them, being in uni away from their parents, and it's like not easy. So honestly, it's really rewarding.
You make me want to drop out and just start my own business.
As you should. No, actually, even if I say that studying is like not essential, studying is important.
It is.
Sometimes I wish I maybe studied. Well, I can still study if I want to, but I don't do it for good reason. But like, I think it's so important. It gives you so much help when you start your career after.
One final question, just a closing message for everyone watching.
Yeah. Especially for the young people who want to start on their creative journey, what I always say is to never give up on what you're doing and always follow your dream. Even if you have like a strict family or parents, I got you. But it's not gonna be always easy. As we say, you always climb. It's never like a straight line. Some days you will fail, some days you will win, but like never give up on what you're doing. It's so important, I think. You will get people criticizing you and what you're doing as well. But as long as you're proud of what you're doing, and also something I would like to add is having the right people next to you is the key. If you don't have the right people and people are just putting you down all the time, change your friend first of all, and and also it's not gonna help you on your creativity. And yeah, I think it's important to have good people around you, having a good mindset.
Yeah.
And be, fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it. You just
Girl,
act.
I live by that.
Just act like you already have everything, and then you will get it. It's like manifestation. I'm into manifestation.
She stole the fucking words out of my mouth. My God.
I'm sorry.
I'm the same.
I live with that.
This is like meeting like another person, but in a different zone.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Because I also feel like the more you
fake it until everything arrives to you.
think like you have it, work on it. Don't just sit around and wait for it to happen. Work towards it, and you will get it.
Exactly. The world, like the universe, is gonna give it to you. That's insane. Like manifesting is a real thing.
It is
I don't want to hear anything. It's a real thing.
I'm so glad I met you today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for the patience to record another episode.
Right.
Guys, this is crazy. This is not some sane shit. But I'm so happy to spend my past hour with you.
Right, me too.
With such
Thank
an
you
amazing,
for
cool
inviting
individual.
me again.
Of course. I'm glad I shot that DM.
Yeah, always shoot you a DM. Even if you think that is not important, always shoot you a DM.
This is coming from two 20-something-year-olds navigating life.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye,
Thank
bye.
you.